Los Angeles Rams 37, Arizona Cardinals 14. Rams moved to 5-6, very much in the mix there for that 6 and 7 seed in the NFC. Cardinals fall to 2-10, and 1-2 now with Kyler Murray back. Not a great game for Kyler Murray. Matthew Stafford on the other side finishes with 4 touchdowns, hit Tyler Higbee with 2 early, and then Kyren Williams with a huge game for the Rams. 2 receiving touchdowns, 143 yards on the ground. Huge game for the Rams rushing attack and Williams in particular.
Yeah, monster game for him. I mean, even Royce Freeman had a decent game as well. It's like the change of pace back.
Rams' run game has been sneaky good this year.
Yeah, and I mean, this
sneaky
game
good at times.
Like Arizona just couldn't stop anything. Their defense. The defense that looked like one of the worst defenses in NFL history on paper heading into the year played like it in this game. I mean, they got wrecked across the board. Started off, Stafford had a dime to Tutu Atwell really early. The run game took over. They had their way. I mean, the Cardinals' defense just didn't hold up.
Yeah, that's the thing with the Cardinals is, every couple of weeks it's like, all right, they're playing hard. They're going to be they're competitive, especially, Kyler Murray is going to keep them in more games. And then every now and again they have a game where you are reminded that coming into the season, the Cardinals were the favorite to have the number 1 overall pick by a wide margin.
Yeah.
This was one of those games.
Yeah, they didn't have much going for them. And an offense, might have been able to do a little bit more. They had some sort of bad mistakes in there. Did you see the incredible Greg Dortch was that a touchdown, right?
Yeah, one-handed back shoulder grab in the end zone.
That was literally like a full Randy Moss play, where with one hand he's like holding off the guy, and then with the other hand he's just catching it in the back shoulder. Only Randy Moss is 6'4" or whatever he is, and 210 pounds.
Yeah.
Greg Dortch is a tiny human being who then gives the too small celebration at the end of it to a guy who is like 6 inches taller than him.
Greg Dortch is one of those guys, kind of like Richie James, who's now with the Chiefs and had a nice season with the Giants. It's just like every time I watch him, it's like I wonder what would happen if he was a high-volume receiver. Because good things happen when Greg Dortch touches the football.
Greg Dortch is 5'7" and 175 pounds and gave the "you're too small" celebration to a guy who was significantly smaller than that, or significantly taller than that.
Which is fantastic. So, yeah.
To his credit, though, the guy covering him, I think, was Trey Tomlinson, who's
also small.
Yeah, though not as small as Greg Dortch.
So Tomlinson got Moss there and had a negated interception because, he interfered before he picked it off. What do you do when you interfered and then you pick it off and Tomlinson kind of took it to the house? Mm-hmm. At some point you got to be like, wait, they're going to call this back, right? Save the 60 yards. Or do you say, I've got NGS speed here. No. I could try to hit 22 miles an hour.
No, I'm not interested in the speed. I'm taking it back just in case, but I'm jogging. I'm not.
Okay. See, I would want, the highest NGS speeds are everybody who runs at least 50 yards on a play, right? So you have that opportunity to run as fast as you can for 50 yards, and you have a chance to be one of the highest speeds of the week for Trey Tomlinson.
No, I'm not interested in that.
That's very important stuff here. So the Rams run game was dominant. Kyren Williams had an historic game, one of those first guy with 2 receiving touchdowns, over 50 receiving yards, over 150 rushing yards since probably Priest Holmes or something like that. I don't know what it was, but it was something since 2000, which is really impressive. Kyren Williams is having a nice season for the Rams. If other things, man, I'll tell you what, in a second. Colby Turner also had 2 really nice sacks for the Rams, the rookie defensive tackle. That's good for your expansion team, okay, because he's on your team. I'll tell you what was a big situation this year, just to highlight it one more time. When the Rams threw the Philly special to Matthew Stafford and the busted thumb, if that play forced Matthew Stafford to miss the next game against Green Bay when Brett Rippon had to start and then got cut on Tuesday, I don't know if that play put it over the top or if Stafford's thumb was busted enough, but the Rams lost to the Packers. They're both 5-6. The Packers have the tiebreaker now. They're battling for this last playoff spot. That could be one, the Philly special in a beatdown against Dallas could be one of the most important plays of the season for the Rams if they care about getting into the playoffs right now. Because they would have had a chance to beat that. Remember how ugly that game was against Green Bay and how bad it was with Brett Rippon? Yeah. If Matthew Stafford was playing, they have a much better chance of winning.
Or if they'd signed Carson Wentz a week earlier.
That too. Did Wentz take some snaps? I saw him put his helmet on. I don't know. It's like I stopped watching the game at that point. Look, I can't watch every single snap, everybody. I saw Wentz put his helmet on, get ready to go.
No, that's as far as that went.
Oh, well, it was exciting. It could have been a Ram.
I'm sure it was a big moment for Carson. You know?
He
did. He played snaps, but they must have been kneels or handoffs. He just didn't drop back. 3 snaps. What were they? Let's find out.
No kneels. He didn't kill his rushing yardage.
So he just good. 3 handoffs.
Good job, Carson. Rams legend, Carson Wentz. All right, Rams move to 5-6. Cardinals 2-10, looking like the 3rd overall pick right now. They fall behind New England, who's also 2-10. Is that right? I think New England's got the tiebreaker for being bad at the moment. Arizona's. Does Arizona have the? Because Arizona should have the number 2 pick right now. I saw the update before the Force.
Easy to find out. They do. They are number 2.
Yeah, so Arizona's got number 2.
Carolina, Arizona, New England.
New England Chicago. I hate when they update it like in between the 1s and the 4s. You know, like during the Chiefs game yesterday, it's like, hey, the Jags are the number 1 seed right now. It's like, well, the Chiefs are about to win, and they won't be. So anyway,